Hello, Libra. Let's do a love tarot reading because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I figured we would look at the kind of energy that you're going to be dealing with leading up to Valentine's Day. And this is for those of you, wow, oh my gosh. This is for those of you who are in and out of a relationship. But I will tell you, this energy here is really leading to those of you who are separated from your person or in a friendship dynamic, situationship, but one that really feels, woo, like you're having a connection here. Let me just make sure that my stuff doesn't fall over my camera here. And the reason I say that is because the Knight of Wands is here in the upright position. Can I tell you that over 100 years ago, when Arthur Edward Waite created the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he had mentioned that this particular card was a card of immigration and emigration. When in the upright position, it is somebody who is ready to immigrate. That means to go into your life, essentially. And who is it that we have here? The King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups dynamic, this is somebody who definitely wants to fill his cup up. He wants to have an experience of love, but he's very suspicious. So for those of you who are separated from someone, this person could be very wary and have trust issues, and therefore has been in a position of separation. The Lover's card is here in the reversal position at this point. For those of you, again, who are separated, but also for those of you who are in a friend zone dynamic or a situationship, this person has been very wary, very suspicious, and could have some trust issues. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Lover's card here because the Lover's in the reversal in a modern sense does talk about separation. But there is a quality to this dynamic that talks about getting out of bondage because it is the depiction of the Garden of Eden. But it's not the Garden of Eden from the modern Catholic perspective, where we are all trying to get back into the Garden of Eden. From a medieval ages Christian mysticism position, which is a lot of the energy that Arthur Edward Waite leaned into when he created this deck. From that ancient, or I guess you could say again, medieval Christian concept, the Garden of Eden was something that we were supposed to fall out of in order to obtain circumstances of knowledge. Again, as judged by the trees behind them, but the serpent that produces knowledge. Looking at every single on this deck is always important. You can see the snake is not in a threatening position. It is wound up the tree, but its fangs are not showing. It's not expressing that it's going to bite or anything like that, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's not about this idea of trying to get into this heavenly feeling, this feeling of peace. It's almost connected to gaining knowledge. So this person, although they are suspicious, it's almost like, or although they have trust issues, it's almost like this person is essentially allowing for themselves to gather information so they can get themselves unstuck from a circumstance. What I would like to do, though, let me just kind of shuffle a little bit more here. I want to look more into this energy. See, it is a queen and it is a king. It's a Queen of Wands in the upright. It insinuates that this person, if you are dealing with someone in a relationship, again, or a separated dynamic, this person views you as very attractive. The Queen of Wands is a beautiful woman energy, and like chemistry, passion, attraction. The Ace of Wands. It's interesting because in one hand, the Ace of Wands does talk about a person wanting to have a new experience with you. Holding on to the wand, right? Holding on to the wand. Creating. The wand is about creating a new experience. But it's also a very passionate dynamic. I'm not a fan of Aleister Crowley, but it was known in his sphere and agreed to by Arthur Edward Waite that this wand is not just a wand, it is a phallic symbol. By phallic symbol, I mean male genitalia, which is why the tip of the wand is slightly bulbous and a seed is sprouting through. Little bit of subliminal symbolism sitting there in the tarot cards. Yes, that is a male thing. That is the schlong. That is the junk. that is the genitals, man. Right? So you merge this idea in all of a sudden, and it kind of gives that energy that this person doesn't just want new emotions, that this person doesn't necessarily just want new thought concepts and discussions, but that this person wants a passionate experience with you. But here's an interesting concept. The hand of God in the image, the hand of spirit, creator, whatever you want to call it, is actually the one giving the desire to this person, asking them to cross the waters of their emotional difficulties to get to their success. That castle and kingdom in the background is their civilized buildup. In a medieval way, this is what civilization was. This was humanity building something. They had to build it foundationally, and it's peaked on top of a hill because it's a stronghold, right? It has an advantage. Some of the best civilizations in history were built like that. Now, you know what? It's interesting. It kind of reminds me of the French concept. I think it was of Montpellier. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. The point is again, the desire is being pulled into this person, almost like spirit is doing this and trying to break this person out of their trap, out of their lovers in the reversal bondage, and out of their King of Cups dynamic, suspicion and trust issues. Now, because that Knight of Wands is there in the upright, again, I really do think that this person is going to come into your life and have some kind of a conversation with you. So let me just lay that dynamic out a little bit here. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. Let's see any more information that we can get about them coming in. And let's see if we have any information about what they want to, if they do communicate with you, what they want to talk about. Passion again. Oh my God. And actually, sorry, I just got excited, but the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is the card of the faithful and true lover. No joke. Over 100 years ago, that's what this meant. That is a card of commitment. A lot of people look at the pages as youth. In a modern sense, they describe it as a child, but that is not a child. That is an initiate. It's an adolescent. It's somebody who is capable of having a passionate experience. He's bordering on the energy of going into adulthood. It's the energy of becoming a man from a historical position. Rest assured, in the tarot, I'm sure if I shuffled enough cards out here to find one, there's a very easy energy of what it looks like when they deal with children. There's lots of cards in here. If I can find one for a moment, I'll show you. Right. There's a lot of easy indications in tarot about what the energy of a child is. Pages are not children. They are younger people, but they are initiates. And they commit to the creative path or the wand. See the wand again. They commit to their particular desires. They have to learn, though, how to wield the wand that is in their hand, how to wield their desires. What's really cool, though, is that this person's energy, it's a perfect recipe for a proper relationship if they can get rid of their suspicions. Because the Two of Cups, this is the card of sanctified, holy union that is blessed and brought in by the universe. That is why this card in history has been known as a soulmate energy, but it is at a platonic level first. That means you do it right. This is not a rushing into relationship situation. I know a lot of you guys were like, let's just jump in the sack, let's just snuggle, let's just be intimate, let's share all of our secrets. This is becoming friends first, deeply knowing each other so you can have the best relationship down the road, which is actually better. Taking the slow road of compassion and sharing and unity is the way that you want a relationship to truly flourish. Okay, let's shuffle one more card here. Oh, they are going to communicate. I thought so. They're actually going to nail this too. Like, for them, remember, there was like skeptical energy, not trustworthy energy about how they come forward, but they got the Knight of Wands. They are coming forward. They got the Eight of Wands. They're going to hit the bullseye with what it is they want to talk about. They're going to be straight to the punch. Once they talk, it's like they really talk. The floodgates come open. Once they remove themselves from the bondage that they're in, it's go time. It feels like this kind of a dynamic. Let's see lastly what it is they're going to talk about. Oh my goodness. Since they got the cards of communication coming in. What? Aw, that's cute. Well, I mean, okay. It's cute because it means that they have a wish that's connected to you. But the problem is in the reversal is they didn't think it was possible. This is the card of feeling hopeless, but still yearning for that gift and that balance and that wish to come to fruition. The Star card is the reminder that a person should have had more hope. They were getting their wish. The star, this huge star, is there to navigate their way. If only they would be like the Fool position, the Fool card, and lead with their heart. But remember, what we're asking is what they want to talk about in this portion of the reading. They want to talk about their wish with you. But the Ten of Pentacles is here. This is an important dynamic, especially when it's in the reversal position. Because this Ten of Pentacles has a couple of different meanings. One, it could be that they want to bestow a gift upon you. The Ten of Pentacles in reversal can show up as dowries, inheritances, and gifts. But, and I'm going to pull an extra card for this, it can also, in the reversal position, be a card of fatality and taking risks and chances that they were afraid would be too risky. So again, we're asking, what do they want to talk about? I'm going to pull out a card here. This side, I'm going to pull right here. On this side, I'm going to have like a yes or no energy. If this person was afraid of taking a risk or a chance, we might get a yes energy here. But if this person wants to give you a gift, we might get a wish fulfillment or a gift concept or some kind of a card that demonstrates giving on this side. Let's see what it is they want to do. Do they want to give you a gift? Or is it that they want to talk about how they were afraid of taking a risk? They were definitely afraid of taking those risks, that's for sure. And okay, so it is. They want to talk about why they held off. See, this is the card of, again, immigration. Why they want to come back. Why they want to rush in. Why they felt stuck. Wouldn't it have been nice if they were about to give you a gift on top of that? Maybe that'll come a little bit later. But for now, what they want to talk about is why it is that they were so stuck. Right? Why they couldn't see the answer. Why they felt trapped. Right? Why it was that they felt like it was too risky. And then why it is that now they want to come back in. Very interesting. I love it. All right. I'm going to leave it off like that, my dears. If you're interested in any further love energy, or if that didn't resonate with you, then maybe some energy might resonate with you over on my TikTok, because I do have some Libra videos already uploaded onto TikTok, ready for you, good to go, free videos and membership videos if you're interested. Feel free to head over to my TikTok, or if you ever want a private reading to look at this reading or this energy further, or if you ever want to do monthly readings and see which month of the year is the best for things like love for you, you can always get a hold of me at the link in my bio or in the description below this video. That is everything. I will talk to you later. Thank you very much, and ciao for now.